Welcome to today's podcast. Today, we are diving deep into an industry that touches every single one of us. Behind the scenes, it is broken. We see giant tech applications dominating the roads, but the drivers, the actual people doing the hard work, are exhausted, underpaid, and frustrated. Today, I have Paul Maher, the owner of MMA Transfers, a Manchester based private hire company that is completely flipping the script and going to war with the giants by putting drivers first. Paul, welcome to the podcast.
Cheers, thanks for having me, Raj.
Thank you, welcome. So, Paul, let's get straight to the point. The taxi and private hire industry in the UK is massive, but everywhere I look, drivers are protesting or striking. They are frustrated with existing platforms. As someone who knows the Manchester taxi scene inside out and yourself being a driver for the past 20 years, what is the ground reality for a driver today? Why is there so much pain in the industry?
But the reality is these algorithms and these corporate giants, they're squeezing every driver from every corner, These guys are doing up to 60 hours a week to try and survive. They're paying for their own fuel, their own cars, their own insurances, private hire and reward. That's very, very expensive, so they've got to earn all this money before they can even take any money home. Despite taking all these risks, these massive risks, these massive algorithms are taking up to like 50% of their earnings for a service fee. The drivers nowadays, they don't feel like drivers, they feel like they're just a number in an algorithm. And we're looking to change that,
That's great to know that, yeah. This brings me to what you're doing, which honestly sounds crazy from a traditional business perspective. While competitors are taking 20% to 30% of the driver's earnings, you came into the market and said, pay us a £50 flat weekly fee and keep the rest. How is it even possible? How does MMA Transfer survive? And why are you giving so much back to the drivers?
Well, it's a long story. It's taken me 10 years to get to where we are. We're now at the top of TripAdvisor, the top of Google, the reputation's second to none. We've got the best dispatch system, which is iCabby now, operating all over the world. No matter where you go, you can get a taxi through our app, click of a button, go to Florida, New Zealand, Switzerland, wherever you're going to go, most places you can get the app out and you can book a taxi. Now, we always had plans, me and my mum, to build charities and stuff like that when we get to a certain level. And over the last 3 years, it took me 10 years building the company, and over the last 3 years, I lost my nephew and then my mum recently. So this week, I was deciding, what do I do with the company? Do I sell the company? Do I keep going? Do I become smaller? And we have about 120 drivers, but these drivers, they're free for all, they do what they want, but when they do the job, they're amazing. Now, we're happy with them working that way, but recently there's been changes in the market where corporates think that they have the monopoly, and now they're squeezing even more from the drivers. And I believe in serving the drivers. We're good people and we need to look after the people that are running our companies. So I worked out 50 drivers paying £50 flat fee will pay my bills, then I can go to work. We get another 50 drivers. Once that's settled, then we start to make some money, and then we can do the charities and stuff later on. But why we're doing it now is because if I don't get tomorrow, we're making a difference today.
Yeah, that's so clear and that's so straight. When I say there is a massive movement happening across the UK right now called the Love Local Taxi and Private Hire campaign, you see giant global apps take millions of pounds out of our local economies. Why is it so important for both drivers and passengers to support a Manchester-born business right now?
Well, local taxi companies have been part of the communities for over 100 years, and these big giants are taking the money out where we want to support our local charities, our local food banks, local football clubs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really important that drivers and customers do get together and support this business, because we're not benefiting like the big companies, because we want to benefit the communities and the drivers instead. The reason we can do this is we've not got big investors. These big corporates, they have big investors to put back. So we've done the hard work, now we just want to share it,
Yeah, that's so clear. Let's look at this from the customer side now. As a passenger, I absolutely hate surge pricing. A £30 ride can randomly jump to £75 if it starts raining or if it's an early morning airport run. But for a driver, such pricing sounds like a great way to make quick money. How do you convince drivers that your fixed rate, no surge model is actually better for them in the long run?
Well, I speak to drivers on a regular basis and they say that the surge is all fake because it shows it's surging. When they go to them surging areas, nothing comes apart from a normal job. Now, yeah, I believe the customers are just being exploited and stuff, you know. When there's not many drivers in them areas, they'll put the fares up, but this is unfair for the customer. So with MMA transfers, we don't do anything like this, it's just fixed fares. What you see is what you get. If the driver goes the wrong way, you're still paying the same fare. But this is also good for drivers because they know exactly what they're going to be getting. You see it on the app, that's theirs. You know.
Oh, it's going to be the flat fare?
Flat fares. We're going to spend a couple of weeks just getting the drivers ready because before we stop the commission-based rate, obviously we've got to make sure the bills are going to be paid as well as doing what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to onboard the drivers on the 12th and probably a week we'll start the flat fee, but this will obviously give us time to get the drivers all set up on the apps and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I understand and I believe that's a great point for both customers and drivers because of flat fare you'll get more customers, happy customers, and also the drivers because they'll get more rides.
Yeah, well the customers will start to use it more and the drivers will get more rides, as you say. The thing is, it's having the driver in the right place at the right time to pick the customers up. We're getting a lot of customers that want to book with us, but because we can't get the drivers in the right place at the right time, so this is where we decided get 50 drivers. I think this will be more than enough to start the process. Then they can bring a friend and then we can get it going. Once it's on fire, they're making great money, you know. We could probably do 2 days a week instead of 5 days a week.
Yeah, that actually makes sense, where the drivers get more money. It's not just because of flat fare. They're not gonna be earning less or something because they're not gonna pay more.
They're not gonna pay more for the commissions. So it's like if you say you're paying 20% on a certain company, every £1,000 you make, it's £200 to pay as a service fee. So you make £1,000 with somebody, you're paying £200 service fee. You make £1,000 with us, you'll pay £50 service fee. So instead of taking 800, you're taking 950. Most drivers need £700-800 a week to live on. Now, to do that, you've got your fuel, you've got your insurance, you've got your bills. So you need to make up between £1,500 and £2,000 a week on these firms, which is a lot of driving, a lot of hours. Where if you're on our commission, which is 50% flat fee, £50 flat fee, that's all you're going to pay. So you make your £1,500, you know, you're going home with £1,450. It's going to be better for everybody, you know. But we benefit as well because we get drivers that want to come to work. They want to go out there and do the service for other people because they know they're getting paid well. You know, it's a no-brainer.
That's cool. That's really cool, and that's so exciting to have such thing because when there is a flat fare, and because of the flat fares, as a customer, I'll be so happy about it.
Yeah, well, it's flat fares. You're going to get happy drivers. The drivers are not going to be tired. You know, it just makes sense for everybody. You know, and it just shows that us local operators can compete with these bigger technology firms like, you know, I can't say no names because I'm on a podcast, but these big algorithms, we can compete with them now thanks to iCabby, you know.